Okay, hello everyone. I have not streamed recently, so I'm a bit anxious about that, but good to be here. Hope everyone's good. We've got 6 boxes of Lorcana, which we're going to open throughout the stream. But the main thing we're going to do is discuss the metagame for Disney Lorcana. There's the new set that's out. The first CCQ actually has already happened with set 10 and Emerald Sapphire one, so we're going to take a look at some of the decks, talk about it, build some stuff. I have been not really too active with Lorcana since Milwaukee. So I did finish 80th place at Lorcana Challenge Milwaukee with Emerald Steel, which was really nice. And actually just retroactively won a Simba. I also moved to Berlin like 2 months ago. So I haven't really streamed from this apartment much. I have a few technical issues, sadly, but it's fine. We'll make it work. First pack. Big thanks to the channel sponsor, cardmarket. I don't have the logo on my thing. I'll put that up in a bit, but thank you so much to cardmarket for sponsoring. We're going to take a look at the market watch. Hey Rachel, great to see you. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please give the stream a like. I did already open a case of Lorcana. Didn't get much. I got Elsa Epic, Aladdin Epic, Mulan Epic. I got a Webby Wonder Quack, Zeus Epic. I got Wonder Mona, one Cindy, a Sudden Scare Epic, a Merlin Epic, and a Webby Epic. Didn't get any Enchanted. There was a few other gold cards in there that aren't in that. Those are just ones I have handy. But yeah, I've got lots more to open. Also, Riftbound, of course, came out last week, which is cool. Damn, 22 viewers, right? That's awesome. Yeah, excited to just chill, talk about the meta. We're going to build some decks. I actually didn't build a single deck. I honestly don't even know all the cards in this set, which is a first for me. Can we start off with a fancy... We can't. Big Nose. Thou art pretty as a brawl, thy hair's as dark as a moonless night, thy cheeks the red of leaves in fall, I love to sit and watch you fight. Cool. Just to show you what I'm working with, my favorite camera decided that now is the moment to stop working. This is how my playmat is actually positioned. Because my camera's not working properly. It's giving me quite a lot of anxiety. I'm trying to like make it look normal for you guys, but that's why everything's on the wonk a little bit. I don't know all the cards. It's the first time that's happened. So what I'll do is, while we're opening a few packs, I'll keep the foils in one pile, the rares in above in another. Yeah, this set looks really strong. So obviously Riftbound came out a week ago. I moved to Berlin and like I'm very much settling in, but I'm really enjoying my time here so far, but haven't got into a flow of work. So that's basically my big ambition for this week is lots of streams. I actually really want to bring like daily streams back, play some games and just chill. And yeah, I got a lot of ideas, but it all begins with just starting, right? So appreciate you guys being here. We get Scrooge McDuck. This card seems really good. When you play this character, draw a card, then choose and discard a card is insane with Circle of Life in particular. Like access to this card in a Amber Emerald deck seems extremely good with Lady 3-drop as well. Hey Casey, great to see you. It was great to meet you recently, mate. Enjoy. Yeah, hopefully I should probably go to Richmond. After my performance in Milwaukee, it'll be, I think, foolish not to try and go again. But I was playing so much Lorcana in preparation for Milwaukee. Like I played so much, and now I'm like out of the loop because I was focused on the old set. But I don't think that's a bad thing to be. It's quite nice to like take some breaks and things like that. This card seems very strong. Chef Louis, Webby's Diary, The Sword of Hercules, Lady Tremaine. We'll keep going and opening some packs until we get something good. Yeah, blue-green seems really good. I will build blue-green. I think that's probably... I'm going to build a bunch of decks today. Now that I've sort of seen how things have developed after the first events and stuff like this, so we're going to take a look at basically some tournament data, and then I'm going to start building some decks with you guys, and you guys can give me some deck ideas. I want to like check out some like Ruby Steel and some unorthodox, like what does Ruby Sapphire look like, all this kind of stuff too. Yo, Inferns, what's up, bro? Thanks so much for the 19 months. Why doesn't anyone stream? It's part of the terms of services that you're not allowed to. It's actually part of the rule. Great to see you, mate. How's Riftbound treating you? Playing lots? The sky is up. Sorry I asked. That's such an old Malmo Game Week happened a long time ago. Back to streaming. Yeah, it should be. Should be. I realized like in the last 2 months I streamed once, which is like a record for me. But yeah, I'm very like basically my big anxiety I've got at the moment is that I haven't been really getting into a good content flow, and I always loved streaming and having streaming as part of that. So I think you can expect to see lots of streams. But let's see. Local says 16 paces. Oh, that's a oof. Bro, I thought Pixelborn was coming back, you know. Like when I was in Milwaukee, Pixelborn got announced that it was coming back, and then it got taken down again. I was so excited to just be slamming Pixelborn streams. Ooh, bro, the foils of these... Bro, the foil effect actually carries onto the border on these. That's crazy. Look at the foil on this part. Damn. Is that normal? The foils of these Whisper cards is next level. It's really good. Meanwhile, Riftbound foiling, I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't know. Bro, my laptop's running out of battery. What? Please don't die. Oh. Please say I saved it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think it's charging now. Oh no. What's my day job? Yeah, I do content full time. I haven't been the last 2 months, right? You wouldn't know it based off the last 2 months. I used to be a teacher, but I do content full time. But yeah, I moved to Berlin a month and a half ago, and that's alongside also competing in Milwaukee. I've had some chill time. I've been getting settled, you know, enjoying myself. Have I enjoyed Riftband? Yeah, Riftband's good. I haven't really been able to play that much though, to be honest. That's kind of the problem I'm in at the moment. My loop is like, historically with like digital card games, my loop would be play games all day, learn like the meta really well, build lots of cool decks. Bam, be gone. Mowgli seems good. But at the moment, I'm like not playing, which means I'm not building decks. Hope you're good, Steffi. Yeah, we'll get there. Ooh, Black Cauldron. Is this card good? Yo, thank you very much, Rachel. I really appreciate it. Thanks, mate. So one thing I was thinking about doing is like more, I might do like Riftbound podcast, for example. I also want to do like variety card game stuff still. I just need to get into like some sort of flow. But like if I was to do a podcast, I would do it live. So it would be like a mix between a live stream and a podcast. That's basically what I'm thinking of doing. We'll finish this box and then we'll start building some decks and looking at some data, I think. Bro, I have gone like 40 packs without an epic card. My last box, I filmed it as well, so I'll post it. My last box had exactly 0 epics, which seems a bit strange. Surely I'm not going to go back to back on boxes with no epic cards, right? This is from a case and 2 boxes that were loose. I don't know which is which though, but like the other box I opened was totally unrelated because that was in a different case from a different place. Demona! That's a good one. Nice. It's my second Demona. My hot take before this card was out was that everyone was overrating her. Everyone was like losing their minds over this card. And I was like, I mean, obviously it's good. Hey, Angelus. It's like, obviously Demona's good, but is it that good when it's in purple? I'm still unsure. I haven't played any... Bro, my Nightbot is all over the place. This is not a charity stream, guys. Forgive me. 2 cases, 2 troves, no enchanteds. This is my 5th box. No enchanted for me so far yet. More importantly, am I really about to go 2 boxes without a flipping enchanted? Ooh, 4 Prince Charming though. That's crazy that there's a card named after me now. Shere Khan. What does that do? Deal 1 damage to this character, raid this character. Sure. Donating to Ravensburger? Kinda. At this point, I actually think... Ooh, Goliath. Hello. This one's good, I think, right? So we just hit, like, 2 of the big guys back to back. But honestly, like, I think... 2 epics in 1 box and an iconic. Jeez! Oh! The Horseman Strikes. I mean, I broke my streak of not hitting an epic. That's epic. What does it do? Draw a card. Draw a card, you may banish chosen character with evasive. It's not bad with L. Robin Hood, but I don't know if you're going to want to play that. Another Prince Charming. The Headless Horseman. Nothing in this one. I probably should save like the rest of these packs to open on a short form kind of bit of content. Don't think pack openings are too worth doing like this for content. Like I'm basically kind of not wasting the product. I could just put it to better use, right? The openings. I think it's fun though to just chill on open packs. Oh, nothing. Three left. We'll do this and then we'll move on to some actual stuff that's not just watching me open rubbish cards. As fun as that is for everybody, I'm sure. It's 1 epic in this box so far. Surely there's the iconic. Bro, am I really about to open a 1 epic box? Yep. 1 epic box. That's not very epic. Maybe we'll open 1 more box. And then we'll open 1 more box. And then we'll do some deck building stuff. That is true. That is better than a non-epic box. That is actually accurate. What decks have you guys got your eye on? Emerald Sapphire just looks good, right? For me, you guys know me though, I like sort of seeing what the meta is and then building around that. I work in reverse a bit. One thing, by the way, that really tilted me was Amethyst Steel. I'm a bit of an Amethyst Steel hater these days. It's become a bit too mainstream. I liked it when not that many people played it. It was like obviously always played, but Emerald Steel in Milwaukee was so fun. This deck I played. I wish you guys could have seen the way I was cooking Blurple. It was an absolute violation. I had no knife. Yeah, I had one game against Sapphire Steel. It was actually my winning in on the Saturday, so day one, in order to make day two. And I played against Sapphire Steel. Bear in mind, my deck had Fred, Pegasus, Merfolk, Mulan, one drop. All of these died to Tinkerbell just hitting the board. What's the chase card? The chase card is this! No, that's actually not true. Cinderella, probably. Cinderella seems very broken. I have one so far. There's also Demona, I guess, but I think Cinderella is the chase card. The blue Cinderella seems giga busted from everything I'm hearing. Oh, foil Demona is a very nice hit. That's a really nice hit. Jeez. Nice. Nice. Bro, my room is already a mess. Disaster. But yeah, I played Pegasus, which was actually like the last addition to the deck. I didn't really test it all that much. I just kind of realized, I was like, okay. Fishing poles were so good, mate. My only sad thing is I only played 2. Fishing pole was like the main reason I wanted to play the deck, because I knew it was good. I think maybe the one thing I made a mistake on is because I spoke to Zan and Lucas Cowper a lot about my deck, who are like 2 Worlds players, obviously extremely good players, and they both said don't play more than 2 fishing poles, and it's always good to listen to advice. But I think I could have and maybe should have played 3. Ooh, Daisy Duck, that's a nice hit too. It's a really good pack. Foil Mowgli and a Daisy Duck. Daisy Duck's definitely a card I'm interested in. Play Amethyst, but you don't know, so Dumbo's. Interesting. A Dumbo's not popping off anymore. Hey Play Nation, what's up, mate? Good to see you. But yeah, I had against Sapphire Steel, I played a Pegasus on turn 2. And I don't think it left the board. I think my one Pegasus quested for either 6 or 7. Crazy. Pegasus was so good. Yeah, Fishing Pole is a really good card. Prince Philip. So when I was casting the DLC in Bologna, when I was doing the rounds, I was like, right, let me see if anybody plays Fishing Pole. I didn't see it. Or the Angelrute, as it's called in German. Because I had a German one. But yeah, I didn't see anybody play it. But like Prince Philip plus the Fishing Pole, if you have those 2 on board, you have 6 lore reach. You could be at 14 and it's game over against Blurple. Like they just can't stop you unless they can quest out. It's kind of insane. Oh, I revealed this card. It's actually my second foil copy. Was that the only DLC? I mean, I'll probably go play more American DLCs. The fact that I did well, right? Like, because I ended up winning a Simba card. So if I sold the Simba card that I won, the trip, which I won't, I'll keep it. But the trip would have paid for itself. And, bro, I gotta say, I got pretty insanely unlucky with my pairings. I queued really badly. I played against 3 Blurple, which was my best matchup. I had 1 Blurple on day 1, but then on day 2 I played 2. But I queued 3 Amber Steel, which was by far and away my worst matchup. Was it 3 or was it 4? It was 3. But yeah, I took that one seriously. Like I played a lot because I was quite washed up. Thanks, mate. But I played a lot, I practiced a lot. But obviously I did it my own way, right? I did it for homebrew. So that was cool that I managed to pull that off. But I have to say, I felt, without wanting to be like big-headed or anything like this, I think maybe with the exception of my final loss. I lost to an Amber Steel guy that played 4 Fire the Cannons, 4 Calhoun. I think they played extremely well. I just feel like I just was better than my opponents. Which, like, I know that sounds dumb, but like, ooh, Headless Horseman. I've always had quite a lot of self-confidence, right? Which I haven't got results to back up, mainly because I don't play DLCs because I cast them, but... Let's go, Ace. Some was really stoked to meet you. DLC, he talks about it all the time. Sincerely appreciate you taking a photo. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it, mate. How did I practice for it? No comment. I declined. Ooh, Merlin. I declined to answer. Ooh, Hades. That's a nice pack. That's a nice little pack. But yeah, I was sat next to Frank with 2 rounds to go. Obviously, Frank went on to win it, and that's quite cool that I was that much in the mix. And the game that I lost to knock him out of the tournament was like my worst matchup in the whole room. Bro played 4 Calhoun and 4 Fire the Cannons in Amber Steel. Totally unwinnable. Ooh, Sudden Scare. Back-to-back epics. That's absolutely epic, mate. This box has been a bit kinder, hasn't it? I'm still waiting for an Enchanted, to be honest. Yeah, not casting but playing, but I mean, that's also it, right? Because I'm casting and not playing, I have got worse at the deck, at the game. Like, that is just the reality, so. Ooh, Shere Khan. Evasive. When this character quests, banish chosen opposing damage character, then you put 1 damage count on another chosen character. It's quite slow. It's not terrible, though, by any stretch. But no, it was a really fun event. Really fun. Sadly, I think the one that cost me was my I lost to Amethyst Steel, which is the matchup I knew the most. And I gotta say, the game 1 that I lost was the best I played the whole tournament. I played so well. My turn 3 on the draw against... So basically the problem with Emerald Steel was that everybody said it, like... And I spoke to Zan about it a lot. Big shout out to Zan and Lucas Kalpa, who are like really good people from my team. Rare Hunters. Big shout out to Rare Hunters to talk to about, like, my deck. And Amethyst Steel was basically the problem matchup. What I came to the conclusion was that if I play a 3-drop on turn 3 against Amethyst Steel, I lose the game, particularly going second. You actually have to go wide. Basically, because the deck played Emerald Chromacon, Amethyst Steel was one of the only decks, well, not only decks, because Amber Steel as well, but basically Amethyst Steel had enough control where I couldn't go long game with them, but also, like, they can just ignore your Chromacon. If you play Chromacon, and they have genies down, they're just going to quest. So you have to get the game state in a position where they have genies down, I have a Chromacon, but they have to challenge. And basically the conclusion I came to was that trying to sing strength is too slow. Like, you're trying to go toe-to-toe with them too much. You actually just have to, rather than you singing strength on a genie, you have to bounce the genies back with the Chromacon, but you can only do that if you get enough early game questing in and enough, like, early game advantage. So it's like Fire the Cannons, I played 4. Things like Calhoun can help to an extent. But the big one was just turn 3, like, rather than going 3-drop trying to sing strength, it would be like 1-drop, 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 or like 1-drop Nala, something like this. So my turn 3 on the draw, which I think this is like the big game which I didn't have much control over, because I played it so well. I played like 1-drop on turn 1, I think like Fire the Cannons and another 1-drop on turn 2, and my turn 3 was improvise onto his Giant Cobra and I think Nala, or like 2 1-drops, something like this, right? But improvise on Cobra and using my 2 other ink really efficiently. And then I played Chromacon the next turn, which is perfect. Like, you want to play Chromacon on turn 4 in that matchup before they Elsa, but you have to have enough early game advantage that they actually have to challenge you still. And I did all that. The problem was I never drew. I got to 17 or 18. I never drew a dock or a desperate plan. I play 3 desperate plans for like kind of this reason, right? And yeah, I played 4 improvise. Part of the reason to play 4 improvise was because I knew that it was the kind of card which would give me an edge against purple steel. It was also extremely good against the dogs deck and amber steel. But yeah. So that was unfortunate. And then I actually lost that one 2-0 in the end. I think maybe my one big decision I was unhappy with throughout the tournament, which I think like in a loss which really was poor, was probably my mulligan in game 2. Something went a little bit wrong there. Can't remember exactly, but I probably could have mulliganed more aggressively or differently. And then my other 2 losses were to Amber Steel. One had 4 Fire Cannons, 4 Calhoun. I don't think I stood a chance. I got pretty close. And then the other one was a very heartbreaking one. I actually headbutted the table when I lost. Because I kind of accepted my fate that I had lost. Oh! Oh! During a turn, whenever one of your detective character banishes another character in a challenge, draw a card. Is that good? I mean, it looks pretty. I guess it's a Sapphire Steel card, right? You could maybe play this in Sapphire Steel. Because Nick Wilde has, I think, a 1-drop. Yay! My 6th box hit the Enchanted. Nice. Nice. We were due one. This is a good box. But yeah, I headbutted the table. Because I actually like just started to believe that I was going to win it. And then bro, off the top, I think respectfully to my opponent, they totally got their mulligan wrong. Because they kept their hand. And their hand was... I mean, I understand the logic of being safe, but they were way too safe. They had no cards in hand, and I finally started to believe. And then off the top, like their board was like Tiana and another card, and my board was like, I don't know, Captain Hook, something else, and I had like Improvise and something else in hand. So basically, they were going to quest with Tiana. I was going to be able to improvise and pay 3 ink for a total of 4 to take out Tiana, and they were just left with like 1 character. But then they went, oh, draw dock, ink, play Pluto, GG. Headbutted the table. I was so sad. And yeah, I did beat 2 Amber Steel. It was against, when I was like 5 and 2, I played against a 8-year-old. And when I was 8 and 3, I played against a 9-year-old. So big up to my opponents. They were awesome. Really, really cool to see. So those are the 2 Amber Steel players I managed to beat. And then I lost to 2 others. Yeah, so it was 4 Amber Steel. 4 Amber Steel, mate, in 12 rounds. 33% of my matches. Before the tournament... Last pack. Ooh, Ariel looks good. Before the tournament, I was speaking to Zan, and I was like, because on the day before I was submitting my decks, I basically had to decide, do I play Fred and Pegasus, or do I play Strength and Pete? And I ended up playing Pegasus Fred, which I think was the right call. Maybe Fred was the one card which didn't pull its weight during the weekend. Maybe. Like, for example, I think I could have played a 3rd fishing pole to cut 1 Fred. But, I mean, you can't really go wrong with Fred. It's a 1-drop that applies pressure. But, yeah. Made the right call. Can't remember the point I was initially going with there. But, yeah. It was really fun. I really enjoyed competing. I enjoyed building a deck and trying to get good. I think if you give me a DLC that I can compete in that's right at the start of the format, I think I can win it. I really believe it. I think I'm good enough. So, I definitely have more of an edge in terms of deck building than gameplay though, but if I just grind like I did, because that's kind of the problem, is that I'm not like grinding the game these days, right? When Pixel 1 existed and I was streaming Pixel 1, I was considered, well, I wasn't considered, but based off rank, I was one of the best players in the world, right? But obviously when you're not grinding as much as everybody else is, then you're not going to be as good, no doubt. But I do have a tournament coming up, so, right, give me a moment, because I have a funky setup. I need to add a display capture, and let's build some decks. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Display capture. Not that one. Let me move that here. Bit of a voice crack. Hopefully my internet holds up. I haven't really streamed much from here. Whoops. Do this. And yeah, thanks again to cardmarket for sponsoring. Let's actually check funky setup. I got it working though for now. It's not the best, but it's a good start. Yeah, so thanks to channel sponsor cardmarket. Let's take a little gander at what's selling. Prince Philip. Cindy's 35 quid. I've only got one of her so far. I'm really surprised this Hades is so expensive. This card seems insane to me. Webby is probably the card I want to build around. There's a lot of high value cards in this set though, right? Like 1, 2, 3, kind of 4. Yeah, 4 cards are $20 or more. This is $20. £18 is like $21 probably. It's not very often you see that, so that's quite cool. But yeah, I didn't build a single deck for this set yet, so let's do that. That sounds like fun. Hades is a Finders Keepers with a body. Is it though? Ooh. So I know this guy, German player, I believe, who I've hung out with a few times and played against. I played some Riftband against him actually at Gamescom. So this is the winning deck. It doesn't play the 3-cost Prince Philip, interestingly. So let me build my version of it without looking at theirs too much, but also using theirs as like inspiration. So, because I don't want to look too deeply. I don't think they've played the 3-drop, which I would disagree with, but I don't really know if that's true yet. Cinderella. Bruh. So 4 Cindy. Obviously, Tipo, Sale. I like that they're playing a copy of One Jump. That's pretty cool. Tipo, Sale. Right. What's the new card? I mean, let me just look literally at Whispers in the Well blue-green cards. None of that. Probably nothing that costs 2 either. You would imagine it's just going to be 4 and above. Oh, this card? Sure. Are they playing 4 of this? Or was it the board clear? I mean, I would imagine you play 3 of these, if not 4. But I don't know. I'll just look at that. So what are they? Yeah, Spooky Sight. Yeah, okay. Just to confirm. Is there anything else that costs 4? Ward. I mean, this card's crazy, but not for a blue deck. Don't think any of that's really too interesting. This Scar card's cool. Oh yeah, how much is my Nick Wild? Not very much, I would imagine. £60. Okay, could be worse. Yeah, Vision, you're welcome, sure, bad. I mean, basically it's the exact same deck, but with Cindy, Prince Philip added in, and Spooky Sight. Do you think you still play Bend to My Will? Don't know. Maybe one. Oh, there's one there. Look. I mean, I think it's also possible that like you can build this deck focus more on Bend. I think one Bend is kind of hard to argue with. I also like develop your brain a lot, but to be honest, this deck is like not very. I don't want to say it's not very interesting because it definitely is. But you've got like basically the obvious things in, right? Spooky Sight, Malicious Mean, Prince Philip, and Cindy. No Under the Sea in this version. So, I mean, this loses to aggro, right? Like, unless you're saying that Spooky Sight is enough. Because you can go Cinderella on 3. And then Spooky Sight on 4. So that's kind of busted. I guess that's why it's so good. If you're going first against aggro, when they play their 3-drop, you can clear it, right? So that's basically the thing that you're going to have to deal with if you're playing aggro, is how would you beat this? And I mean, you guys possibly already know my answer. My answer is always going to be play, burn. Always, bro. I'm always burning. So you can't like Emerald Steel was the best burn deck last set. That's basically why I played it. I came to the conclusion that the best burn deck last set was actually Emerald Steel. I tried every purple burn deck and they were all bad. I didn't like any of them. Maybe with the exception of like Amethyst Steel, but I think Amethyst Steel was just better as like a normal deck with a little bit of burn. Like Amethyst Chromacons, and that's about it. But probably purple burn is back on the menu. So I don't know if we got any new burn cards. I honestly like need to kind of like look at the set a bit. Set. I don't know what a lot of the cards do. So let me just scan through like, if you guys name some cards I should definitely look at that you think are good. Whenever one of your characters is chosen for support until the start of your next turn, the next time it would be dealt. Yeah, no, bad. Maybe it's not bad, but Sebastian. I like Mowgli a fair amount anyway. It's not quite bare necessities though. My initial gut feeling of a deck that could be good is purple green burn. That's my initial thought of where I would want to go with burn this set. I mean, it's going to be purple. Like for me, I just still think that this card is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, control tempo, sure. I want to build basically a burn deck. I think burn is just going to be a good option. I thought it as soon as I saw board clears back on the menu and the kind of board clear, I was like, okay, I'm just going to play burn. I was saying this to people when I was speaking to Dinkang Fan, the world champ. And I was like, yeah, okay, well, you guys know me, I like my aggro decks. Aggro always is going to be able to compete. You just have to be a little bit unorthodox in the way you do it. I also really like this card, by the way. Show Me More. I think this card's also very good. But yeah, Amethyst Chromacon, like you're probably going to play purple most likely. Then it's like a question of what do you pair it with, right? So if you pair it with steel, the big problem with purple steel burn these days, and the big reason it's not what I'm interested in, is it doesn't have a card that quests for 2 on turn 1. The only things you can pair purple with that do is Amber with Daisy, is Merfolk, and there is the new edition as well of the new Maleficent, the new Lilo. But the new Emerald cards just seem good in terms of... basically, my problem at the moment is I don't know the card pool well enough from the new set to know which would be the best bet. But my gut feeling is that this card's really good. I really like this card. Whenever this character quests, if an opponent has more cards in the Inkwell than you, may put the top card of your deck into your Inkwell face down and exert it. And it's 4. Like, shifting is good, right? Something that costs 4. I just think this card's really good. So my gut feeling of first deck I would want to play test is probably some sort of... Well, there's a card under this character gets +2 strength and +1 law. It's not terrible. Don't hate it. Webby's cracked. Yeah, Webby was like the card that I was pretty confident the first deck I would build would play it. And I also felt pretty confident that the first deck I would play, or like maybe not the first deck, but like the other deck I was also confident I want to build is Burn. So maybe you can just play both together, right? The other card that's quite interesting in this format is... Whoops. This card. Am I going to DLC Richmond? I don't know, probably. Probably. I think I could qualify quite... Like, I was a game away from qualifying for North American Championships, right? And to be honest, my deck, like, as much as I loved my deck was pretty bad. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. My deck was awesome. I absolutely loved it to bits. But it was pretty bad. Imagine what I could do with a good deck. That's what someone said to me. I made it work though. I really loved my deck. It was so fun. But yeah, this card's quite interesting. The reason this card's quite interesting is, again, it's also like playing cards which cost 4 or more. So if you've got like Shift 4 is a good, not Shift 4 necessarily, but like Shift cards, which are cheap Shift cards with cost 4 or more, should be pretty good in this format. I'm talking particularly from like an aggro standpoint, right? And you could build probably like an Amber Sapphire. I think that would be the deck, right, with the new Daisy Duck. That would probably be the way to... Of course, you could also play with Baymax, but I think there's better ways of doing that. Where's the Daisy? Yeah, Shift 4, support. While this character is exerted, cards enter opponent's Inkwell exerted. Could be all right. But yeah, I like the look of building... I think that one's probably more a bit Let's build a green deck. I mean, let's build a Webby deck. My gut feeling is I'm going to lean towards Burn, but maybe like if I say that I think Webby's really good, I think Burn's really good, we don't have to build those like straight away at the same time. I think Merfolk's also great, to be honest. Also, like a really important thing to note about my deck, my Emerald Steel deck, is I played no Ursula, 0. I played 0 copies of Pete as well, no strength. It was a very unorthodox list. But it was like built with intention, right? On my list and on thugs. Yeah, kind of fair. But my gut feeling is like, okay, Webby's nice and all. Yeah, I mean, I'm just pretty confident I would want to burn. I mean, you have sunburn access in these colours already with the Go-Go and with the Angoruta. Like, these are the burn cards that I played. The problem was like, if you're playing a traditional version of this with aggro, which isn't burning, it's like you're just going to get absolutely cleared out by like all the combos. Like Prince Philip was insane before as also like a kind of burn card, and Emerald Chromacon, but I don't think that's a good strategy anymore. So I think let's just full send it and say, yeah, okay, we're going to play a deck that looks something like this. This would be my gut feeling of what a good deck looks like. If I had like 5 minutes to build a deck and submit for a tournament, or 1 hour, no testing, what would I do? And I just have to pick an ink color combination and just build. This would be what I would go for sure. Almost for sure anyway. So whenever this character quests, if anyone has more cards in the Inkwell, then you may put the top. Yeah, it's so good. And it costs 4. I love it. So good. So cards which cost 4 are quite good in this format. But you probably just don't need to play anything that costs 4 in this deck. Gadget's quite good. I almost played Gadget in my deck too. I tested like a lot of weird cards. Heathcliff became better. Not really. Dies to like the new Prince Philip stuff. The Horned King. Oh, hello, another shift 4. What does this do? Whenever one of your other characters is banished in this challenge, you may return that card to your hand and choose and discard a card. Might be good. I really don't hate it. I really don't hate it. Two. When this character leaves play, you may return chosen character of yours to your hand. That's not bad. Don't hate that. Don't hate the Flynn. But yeah, this is going to have to just play Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom for sure. Like Olaf, seems interesting. Don't hate it. I like Honeymaron too. I think you just have to go full burn mode. Like, the decks are going to be so greedy this format. You just have to zoom. Ooh, there's another Horn King. During a turn, if one or more other cards have left a player's discard this turn, this character gets +2. What? Left a player's discard? Emily Quickfaster that sticks a card under boosted characters and compare that with the likes of Whisper Flynn, Whisper Megara, and Whisper Ursula. Emily Quickfaster. Let me take a look. Thanks, mate. Yeah, if you guys have got any suggestions of cards I should look at, please do let me know. Quackfaster. When you play this character, you may put the top card of your deck face down under one of your characters or locations of boost. Yeah, that's interesting with the Flynn. I could see it. It's a bit janky, but I don't hate it. But there's another 2 cost that's really good, right? Let me like actually just look at the new cards because I know all the other cards like inside out. Merlin. When this character is banished in a challenge, if you had a card under him, draw 2. This card's quite good. Don't hate it. Banishes, draw 2. But this card's cracked, right? Probably. Like, it's not that good against the whatever they're called decks, but it's just good. Yeah, this card's crazy good. Oh, there's another Ink Caster. If you play 2 or more cards this turn, gain 1 lore. Huh? What? Bro? Huh? This card's crazy in this deck, guys. What the hell? Go-Go is a must? Sure. Bro, that card's kind of cracked. I mean, you probably don't play 4, but... Bagpipes, I like a bagpipe. When you play this item, you may put the top card of your deck face down under one of your characters or locations. Whenever one of your characters or locations are card on the challenge game 1. No, thank you. Location gets +1 for every character. No, thank you. The Great Illuminary characters game. Draw a card. That's quite good too, to be honest. I think this card's quite good in this deck because you're going to basically end up with an abundance of ink. You could just drop the Great Illuminary, move stuff in. No, I don't like actually because you're not... No, that's bad. You're not questing, right? Exert. Chosen ready character of yours to draw cards equal to that character's lore. No thanks. I mean, this card seems okay. To put it mildly, but I mean like okay for this deck. When you play this character, you may shuffle a card from chosen player's discard. Nope. Elsa, no. I quite like this card. I think it's alright. Nana, when you play this character, you may choose and discard a card to return character of cost 2 or less to their player's hand. When you put a card under this, you may move 2 damage counters from chosen character to chosen opposing. Be gone! Draw a card, exert chosen character, can't ready. During your turn, whenever an opposing character becomes exerted, gain 1 lore. Demona gains rush. Ooh, new Prince Philip. It's best to play it safe. Bro, that... Oh, if this came out 1 set sooner, my Emerald Steel deck would have been so much better. I would have loved to have played 8 Prince Philips. That is an awesome card. It's not very good against the green stuff, but it's good elsewhere. I have a feeling you probably play it and Prince Philip, actually. While there's a card under this, gains 1 lore, and whenever this character is challenged, each opponent chooses and discards a card. Don't hate her. When you play this character, chosen opponent reveals their hand and discards a location card of your choice. Whenever this character quests, you may put location. No. No. Put 1 damage counter. No. There's a lot of good cards, huh? Whenever one of your Amethyst characters is banished in a challenge, draw. I'm kind of interested in the Horned King. I've got to say, the Horned King package I quite like. A 2/2 shift target for 1 ink is good. And the 2 cost guy also looks not bad. When you play this character, if you have a character or location in play with the card on them, game 1, no. Probably all this is too expensive, but we'll take a look. Gain 2 lore. He's stealing my ideas again. Let's go. He's got good ideas then. This card's not bad. This could be good if we play a gargoyle package. It's like a what's she called, Darling Deer, but in purple. I don't hate it, but it's uninkable. That's the big problem. Whenever you put a card under one of your characters or locations, you may move 1 damage. But it's also a Darling Deer, which you don't need anything on board to trigger. I gotta say, I quite like the look of him. Don't like Hades in this. Don't like her, I think. She's really not bad at all, though. Shift 3. Player draws, player discards. Blue's kind of cool. Just in case. Draw 4. Shift 7. Bloody hell. Okay, that was pretty interesting. So the other cards I don't like, during your turn, if one or more cards have left the player's discard this turn, this character gets +2. Coldstone counts himself. Interesting. Doesn't seem very easy to achieve this condition on this guy, right? But if you can, it's crackers. I don't think there's anything that's like that we're going to want to play that naturally does that. You know? So Go, sure. I'm sure we'll play it. Seems good. I have to play Pegasus after the DLC. Pegasus was just such a good performer. You can't really go wrong with Diablo either. Fairy Ship's not bad. I could see it being worth it. I quite like Fairy Ship. Fred didn't perform so well, so I'm not too convinced by him. We will basically play a couple more 1-drops probably, depending on how we're feeling. But I would say those ones are probably all locked in. That's 16, sorry, quite a lot. The Queen, the 4-cost. Yeah, she's playable. She's not bad. I don't really think that you want to be playing cards that cost that much and have to quest though. Like, you really just want to have an insane amount of card draw and be playing cards which gain lore instantly. The problem with the Queen is like she has to stick around for a turn, and that's quite unlikely to actually happen. Oh, also the Palace Guard's good. So there's a lot of other good 1-drops we can play. I don't like This Is My Family. Show Me More, I like a lot. Probably just 4, to be honest. It could be 3, but it's probably 4. I really like this card. So, like, the synergy here with the Chromacon and the Show Me More and Webby is really outstanding. We're at 18 uninkables currently, which is fine. More than fine. I played 26. 26 uninks at the DLC. That's quite a lot. But I played Bobby and Thingamajigger. Could play the Angle Router as well still. Don't know that it's very good when you're playing purple. It's kind of hard to justify. You have better burn options. The Horn King is interesting. I mean, it's mainly the 1-drop, right? Like, I mean, this card's good, but I really don't mind the 1-drop. Oops, you didn't hear that, right? I muted in time. Library, no, probably not. Too slow. You basically just want, like, every turn to just be applying tons of pressure as much as possible. White Rose is fine. I don't really like it that much, but it's fine. It gains a lore. It can't really be bad. Prince Philip and... oh, this card's good. I do like this card. The Vexed Partygoer. This is a very good card in this deck. You're probably playing 4. Yeah, like, bear in mind, I did test this style of deck already a lot last set. Obviously, it was a different format. But, like, this style of deck is just so up my street. I kind of know exactly what I want from it already. And it's just working out, like, where the meta is positioned so that you can build it accordingly. Hubby's got a question? Yeah, shoot. What's up? Where it leaves discard. Characters which return to hand when banished, they go to discard, then hand. No, I don't think so. They do in, I think they do in Riftbound though. I think it works that way in Riftbound, believe it or not. At least in some sense, there's like one card, Nocturne, which when its ability triggers, it goes to the discard, and then you can play it from the discard to the board. Is Junior Woodchuck the item? Because yeah, I think probably. I mean, you can't really go wrong, right? It's just like the thing is already I'm like heavy on non-characters, but I don't really know that you need this. You're paying 3 to draw 2, right? You're paying 3 to draw 2, or in this deck, I think you'd just rather pay 2 to draw 3, and your opponent draws 3, but you just don't care. So I don't think you play Woodchuck. You just play Show Me More instead. Mo was playing with Hades. Yeah. The 5 cost? I guess he was playing something slower though, right? Like, not this aggro. I mean, I know Mo likes his aggro. This card's, by the way, very, a lot better than people realise. This card is not bad in the right deck. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how much top end you play, but the deck looks something along these lines, basically, would be the main thing I don't like about it is that you don't have good ways to equalize the board in the early game. Like if you're in an aggro mirror, you're just going to lose going second, but I don't really think people are playing aggro right now, so maybe it's fine. Like you don't have a Fire the Cannons. You do have Maleficent, and you could play Mother Knows Best too, but eh. I think that looks alright though. Merlin seems okay too. Quite like Merlin. I don't like the boost ability, but just a 0/3 the quest for 2 is like almost okay. He's probably not good enough though. It's almost good enough. This card's interesting, but I don't think it's good enough. +2 and +1, so he's a... Yeah, it's not bad. I don't think it's quite good enough though. If there was a shift Flynn... This seems good. I gotta say, I quite like Olaf. Pull the lever. Yeah, it's too slow. 1-drop Madness. Play 4 Pegasus, mate. This card's busted. Yeah, I mean, you've got a similar concept to me, right? My biggest advice for you would be that, like, you want more burn stuff. Like, you want 4 copies of Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom. You also probably want 4 Honey Marons and maybe 4 White Rose. I like the look of your deck. I mean, it's a similar idea, right? But I think you're like a little bit too in on this. I also don't know that I like Chromacon in this format, but I haven't played any games. But like Chromacon and Burn are like kind of doing 2 different things. I don't think that you play Chromacon in a Burn deck, would be my gut feeling. Because Chromacon is basically a card which allows you to win the game without having a board, and Burn kind of does the same, right? Like Chromacon is a card which allows you to win the game despite your opponent removing all your stuff because gives you control, and Burn is like achieving a similar end goal but in a different way. My gut feeling is that you're just better off doing one of those things. That's my intuition. I could be wrong though. I definitely could be wrong. Deck looks alright to me though. Probably do want more 1-drops, would be my gut feeling. Go Scrooge, Honey Maron. Like only Scrooge is a good 2-drop. You really want to be going like double. The Horn King's kind of interesting. Olaf could also work to boost back boosted characters. Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know about the Olaf. I'm not like too amazed by it, but huh? Bro, everything turned German. Huh? No. It's because I'm in Germany, but everything turned German, mate. Bro. There we go. I fixed it. Great Illuminary. We looked at it. I don't think it's any good for this deck. It's like fine. The thing is that you don't want to exert your characters to draw a card. You want to exert your characters to quest, right? Like realistically, you can't really make good decisions on the last few slots of a deck like this when you haven't played. If I had to submit right now before playing a single game for a tournament, what would I do? How's my German? Bad. But everybody speaks English here. So, that's handy. I don't think there's anything else I'm that interested in that's new. Horn King may be the exception. Oh, this guy too. With Royal Chromacon, you can always activate your Encaster. Sure. Hey, it could work, mate. It's a very cool concept. My big advice, though, would be to play more burn stuff. Right? Like, you're kind of like building around this Inkcaster and you're only playing 2 copies as well, right? Yeah, nice one. I love Emerald Chromacon. I just don't know if now is necessarily the format for it, now that a board clear's back in the game, right? That would be my concern. I mean, Under the Sea did also exist before, to be fair, and I still played this. So maybe you can still do it. I haven't played a single game with this format, so I wouldn't, just because I'm not convinced by it, I wouldn't like be disheartened or like stop trying to make it work, right? Power to you, mate. When this character leaves play, you may return chosen character of yours to your hand. Is that good? It's okay. It's not bad. Probably a Palace Guard is better, right? Or like a Little John, or like Fred. Can't really go wrong with Fred, mate. And there's 2 more slots. You could maybe play, I don't know, some fun stuff. Is there anything at 4 that you could get away with? Because we could play 4-drops. Donald's not terrible. Is there anything in at 4 which gains instant lore? I don't think that there is. Jock. Jock, my boy. I mean, probably you're playing like Prince Philip maybe because of Blurple. Could be fine. And sadly, Cart is just a worse Prince Philip because Prince Philip has the shift threat, which is not a very big threat, but it is a threat that exists. Yeah, I tested Jock for my Emerald Steel deck. It wasn't bad, but it was just a bit too inconsistent for my taste. I mean, maybe you could even play like a flipping one of Chromacon in this. Two, probably not though, but I mean, it's not the worst idea ever. I think you just play more cheap cards. I don't know. Something like this. I'm gonna, yeah, Bambi's not terrible either. I'm gonna run to the loo, I'll be right back. Mike. Not really sure what other decks to build. I think, sadly, I am going to call it there. I just needed to sort of get back in the swing of things a little bit today. I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out. My big plan is to try and get a load of cool videos out for you soon. But it was good to just turn on stream, and hopefully I'll be doing quite a lot more of that soon. Yeah, I wanted to try Ruby Steel. Bro, this auto going to German, unless it's a German link. Okay, that's good news. I'm doing great. I'm good, man. I'm good, guys. I appreciate you. Things are good. I'm enjoying my life in Berlin. I'm quite stressed, if I'm honest, at the moment. Just like having not really done much work recently, I guess, and trying to get into some good swing, like good routines and stuff. But we'll get there. Yeah, I've got like this set up now. It's such a mess though. Like it's giving me anxiety. Yeah, it's not ideal, but we'll get there. I don't have my PC here yet. Thanks for Riftbound Guide. Nice. I'm glad you're liking it. I'm definitely going to be doing more Riftbound stuff very soon. Probably more Riftbound stuff than LORCANA stuff, I think, is the way to go for now. Because the Riftbound hype is real. Definitely long term still doing LORCANA and Riftbound is the plan. But definitely need to focus, I think, a little bit more on Riftbound right now. I think that makes the most sense. Yep, I really appreciate you guys very much. Thanks so much for your support, and hopefully see you all very soon. Yeah, no, I like Berlin a lot. I'm enjoying it. I've got lots of friends here, which is good. I'm really enjoying my time here. I'm getting to socialise a lot. I'm going out and about, and yeah, no, it's good. Just time to knuckle down a bit and get some videos made. So yeah, be on the lookout for those. I'll definitely record a meta report video tomorrow morning, so you can expect to see a meta report video for LORCANA going up tomorrow. And then I'll also be doing some similar stuff for Riftbound. Tomorrow is the day I kick on content. I guess today was the day. This was the start, right? You got to start somewhere, so thanks all for the support. I appreciate you. There is a fun little game. I mean, I could stream. Do you know what, guys? I'll end the YouTube stream there. But I'm going to keep streaming on Twitch. I'm just going to like play this game that I'm enjoying just for fun. I actually got sponsored by them, but the game is so good that I'm just jamming still. So let's just chill and play that on stream. Bye, YouTube. Burn? Yeah, of course, Niels. It's a bad description. It comes from Magic. We need a better word for it to describe it in LORCANA. I've literally asked 100 people and no one's given me a good one. Maybe you could say gain. But it's basically just the concept of gaining lore without questing. So for example, like gathering knowledge and wisdom is the best example of this. Gain 2 lore. Rather than questing, you just gain 2. Yeah, I'm getting the YouTube stream there, but I'll still be live on Twitch if you guys want to come hang out and see the new game that I'm kind of hooked on. Screw it. So I also maybe should like just stream some Gwent or something like this.